being a CR, you get to see two different perspectives. Like perspective is like the class, okay, what the class wants. The other perspective is what the teachers want. Okay, you need to convince the class. You need to satisfy the teachers that see my decision is correct. Okay, so you need to manipulate it. Either you manipulate or it is either convince or confuse. I got an opportunity to interact with more seniors. What is their point of view, what they did in the college, what is their perspective of life, and what is their perspective of a career. So what are they looking into, expecting from Atria. I explored a lot from my seniors, so I'm always grateful to my I always, whenever I come back to college, I come to meet my seniors. So that is where I found my inspiration. Danush comes and tells me, "Hey, mass bunk madbidana." I was like, "Okay, fine. We have never done this. Let's try." Okay, then everybody is out of class. He posts a picture. Mission passed. Respect plus. He was wearing formals. It was Delta X. The first company was Delta X for everyone. We come in. We were super confident. Hey, maga, kelsa sikbidutte. Madbutidivi. Pakka sigutte. Badbidana. We went inside. Came outside. Anand sir comes in. We're all waiting for the results. Anand sir says, "Obbanu select agilvaldro. Yen maryade tegudro nandu." Then we go to the parking. Take first failure in life. Let's take a selfie.
I am expert in Android was my mentality. Then the reality check was when I went to the interview. They asked me so many things which I have never heard of. The developer who took my interview, I worked under. He was my manager that time. He had about 12 years of experience in Android development. So then after the interview, I'm like, I should get down off my high horse. I'm in 7th semester still. I have to learn a lot.
Wait.
Yeah, time limit 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We'll go on. It's fine. The questions will be there to Okay.
Once he removes the lights,
Okay. All set. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, welcome to the podcast. Today I am Unofficial with Ikram over here, and we have few of the alumni with us. So let's have a small introduction.
Hello, hi. This is Shrisha. I am a 2022 grad student from Atria Institute of Technology. I completed my bachelor's in information science and engineering, and soon after I got into 8th sem. Uh, Back in those days when most of them had got placed already in the 7th semester, and I was the class CR back then. And unfortunately, I was very lazy, and I was not concentrating on placements. And he was the XCR. Yeah, Vachan.
Yeah.
So he motivated me, and I somehow attended the interview, and I cracked about 5 rounds, starting from 9 o'clock in the morning to 7:30 in the evening. So there were 5 rounds, and around 250 people attended that interview, and only 21 got into that particular company. And in that, only 5 got into research and development field. So I was the fortunate one who landed up in the R&D department of entity data.
Well, he gave a whole history of it, before introducing anybody. So that's, full point, on point. Okay, your introduction. So yeah, hi everyone. Hi. So I am Bachan, and I am also a 2022 grad student from Information Science and Engineering. We both were classmates. So I was the CR for 3 years. Then handed over my leadership to Srisha in the fourth year. Then coming to my college days, like college was a whole fulfilling journey for me. First year, coming into the induction program, it was real a really different experience because I never stayed away from home. Even I did not stay in hostels. Wherever I went, I was going from home. I was a day scholar. I was not a hostler. So I got my first hostel experience in my induction program. So it was a very different experience. I never stayed away from home, and here I had to be a little more very much disciplined, because 1 minute late the nothing would be there. No, not even a single piece of rice would be there. So I became more disciplined. I met many people. I opened up, socialized. So then after that, coming into the first year, I met my seniors in the VTU Fest. I got into the cultural committee of Atria. Then I got an opportunity to interact with more seniors. What is their point of view? What they did in the college? What is their perspective of life? And what is their perspective of a career? So what are they looking into, expecting from Atria? I explored a lot from my seniors. So I'm always grateful to my I always, whenever I come back to college, I come to meet my seniors. So that is where I found my inspiration. I've been into Video Fest representing Atria for 2 consecutive years. So we were performing for the folk orchestra. It was a state level festival. So it was a whole spectrum of personality which was built, which my own personality was built in a whole lot of big spectrum. So coming to the leadership, I was a CR. So I got into a leadership role for the first time. Then I could experience a hostel life. Then and I learned some discipline. Then I got into the cultural committee. So it was like a stress buster to me. Like the engineering, I was getting very stressed up. Then in the evening, I used to go to the cultural club, burst off all the stress. So yeah, it has been a journey of memories and growth for me. So that is what it has been until now to me.
Hi, my name is Rohan. I graduated in 23 from Department of ISE. And during my college days, I was part of a lot of technical clubs. And I also was in the core team for Cicada. I mean, it was started in my batch. Me and my friends, we started Cicada for the first time with the guidance of Professor Kavita Vasant ma'am. Then I was also in the core team for Dextrix by Department of CSE. So the technical side of the events and hosting, I have a very good core experience here. That's it about my introduction.
Well, you spoke about Netflix and Cicada. Well, the legacy still stays. Cicada, we still have people. Okay. But the Gaurav basically is still part of Cicada. Like your legacy is still being maintained.
Yeah, even I keep updated on what is happening and all. The last Cicada, I had come to college. We saw the response now for the hackathon or the event. It was phenomenal. Really nice. I mean, from the first core team, congratulations.
Well, it's like a journey which can be brought into a memory down the day. So something like that. So as life progresses post engineering, okay, like I would say it as from fourth year to the industry. So what a key role which has played from college that you're still applying it or applied it.
Maybe it would be the discipline, because even in work we have a lot of deadlines, and we get assigned tasks to complete within the deadline. And in college we have assignments or whatever it may be, and writing assignments and submitting before the deadline, I think it gave us little experience on how it would be, because then we would be punished here for not writing assignment or writing it one more time. So in that case, I think that would be one point where I feel the discipline has helped me where I'm working right now.
So, as you both mentioned that you were CR back then, so like, do you think being a CR for class will give you some kind of exposure or confidence in yourself that you can use afterwards?
Yeah, like being a CR, you get to see two different perspectives. Like one perspective is like the class, okay, what the class wants. The other perspective is what the teachers want. Okay, now you get to decide how to manipulate.
That's the best thing that you can do.
You need to convince the class. You need to satisfy the teachers that, see, my decision is correct. Okay, so you need to manipulate it. Either you manipulate, or it is either convince or confuse.
And that convincing is way better.
That is what you do in work. If you are able to do the work, you'll convince. Okay, if you're not able to do it, you confuse. That's all. So that is, and you'll get in a lot of leadership skills, like lot of people handling skills. You get into a lot of communication. So you need to communicate with the class. What is you need to communicate in a very proper way, through proper channel, what is being communicated from your teachers to the whole of the class, and everybody should be clear with that message. Otherwise you'll be in trouble, because they'll say you did not tell me.
Every single person will come to you. You said that. You said that.
ಏ ಬಚ್ಚನ್ ನೀನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. Sisha is one kind of a person like that.
So, talking about CR. So, he is one kind of CR, and I am the other kind of CR. So, I was the one who was the coolest CR. So, I was very student friendly. I used to get all the information, whatever they required. I used to go to teachers, and I was the fortunate one who got the leadership in my final year, where classes were a bit less, and we could chill a little bit. We used to bunk a lot of classes,
I was
saying we are attending some XYZ interviews and all. But I think I did really manage well, and I was able to balance everyone. And I had a good connect with teachers, being a backbencher, and somehow I think. Oh, let me tell you a short story how I became a CR. So I was the one who used to bunk a lot. I was the one who never used to attend classes properly, and I was the one who had very less marks. But still, I had a very good behavior. Okay, very good kid in the class. And one fine day, our robotic process and automation teacher, her name is Vidya.
Yeah.
Now she is in
Yeah.
China. So she just asked a question randomly, and stating who is the one, no, who are the ones who usually bunk the class and are irregular to the class. And I thought all my boys are going to lift their hands up. I was the one and only who lifted my hand. Unfortunately, I just saw left and right, nobody was there, and then she pointed at me, stating, "You are the one who is going to become the CR for next year." I was like, "Oh no, I cannot attend the classes." "No, you have to, you must." And only because of her, my marks gradually improved. I barely used to get 25 out of 40, and soon after I became a CR, I used to get more than 35. 35, and 35 was my bare minimum. 39, 40, 40, 40, 40 was my consistent. I think in one subject, big data and analytics, I think Roshni ma'am was teaching. I somehow became very attentive, maybe because of Bachan also, because we used to do combined studies. We used to start somewhere at 12 o'clock in the noon, and used to end at night 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, something like that. And we used to go together to attend the internals. In a bike ride also, we used to
Revise.
revise or reverse everything. And we used to, sometimes he used to get feared because he is a topper, right?
Ah.
He has come here.
No.
I am the one who never cares. I just read everything, every single page, just have everything in my mind, go present it. And I'm very lazy, and I never used to write properly. And later on I realized, okay, we have to write. Once we write, then only the teachers will get to know, right? So we have to fill the booklets. In my first year, from my first year to third year of engineering, I never used to complete my blue book. It was around 6 pages or 10 pages maximum. In my final year engineering, I used to complete my first blue book in the second internals itself. I used to write a lot, like anything. 1.5 hours, used to write like anything, and I used to get 40 out of 40, and all thanks to Bachchan.
It's adding to his point. You asked like, did CR help? This is the point. Right? CR you get a lot of freedom being a CR, and freedom. Keeping that in mind, freedom comes with a lot of responsibility. Okay, so he is one of the example. He got a freedom when he was a CR. He got freedom, but without his responsibilities, his freedom is of no value.
And I made sure that everyone who are with me
Should grow.
should grow.
That was my mentality
Yeah.
too.
So everybody should be on the same page. So it must not be like, okay, we study something in the night and shine in the next day. It must not look like that.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you one more incident. Like we were two sections, ISC one and ISC two. ISC one CR was Dhanush. He's also like a chill CR, like Shrisha. I was the opposite for ISC two, and we planned. Dhanush comes and tells me, "Hey, mass bunk madbidana." I was like, "Okay, fine. We have never done this. Let's try." Okay, then everybody is out of class. He posts a picture, mission passed, respect plus. You remember GTA? Mission passed, respect plus, that GIF he posted in the classroom group. Then I had two numbers at that time. One is my calling number, the other was WhatsApp. My WhatsApp I did not recharge, so it was out of currency, and then
Phone was switched off.
it's if you call it will say it is switched off. I am almost halfway to my home with my friend. Then I'm getting calls. Teachers have only one number. It is telling it is switched off. Then five people got caught in on the campus. They are in the class. Then that then somehow we got to know. I have been summoned to the HOD's room. I was like, what happened? I got caught. Now what should I do? I should take responsibility. So taking responsibility comes in with that. So I came into the campus, then I just pushed the door, peeped inside. So Amy ma'am's class was gone. It was Amy ma'am's class. It was a data communication subject. Then she was like, "What, Vachan? Your phone is switched off." I'm like, "No, no, ma'am. It's in my pocket. You can see." "No, I am calling you now. It is switched off." Then she told, "Okay, you come sit down." I went inside. Then principal sir came, bashed everyone. 15 days we were out of class.
And I was the one who enjoyed it thoroughly.
No, everyone enjoyed. Even I enjoyed. 15 days, no class. Come to college, go to canteen, still go back home. That's all.
And few girls were there who used to cry a lot. Okay, only because of those 5 people we are facing this. Those 5 people are over there in the class, attending the class regularly.
Today,
So, and frankly speaking, I didn't get caught for posting that mission passed and respect plus. I was the one who did
he
it.
was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the official group, he has posted mission plus, respect plus, with all empty.
He handled
I
it.
took the responsibility. I took the whole responsibility. Yes, I am at. I am the CR. I was responsible. Yeah, it has happened.
And one
Sorry.
of my friend, her name is Rukaya. So she told she nobody pronounces my name properly. Everybody tells either Shirisha or Shrisha or something like Shirisha. Door ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ. HOD ನಿಂಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
You remember that Kirik Party song? ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಬಂಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. That rule she used to follow. After 2 classes, she used to come. Rukaya.
And she was a savage girl. She used to come in Duke bike.
Yeah, Duke. Yeah, correct.
Well, we have more haters than you in these days.
You are Gen Z.
Yeah.
Next, coming to the next question, like how do you crack your first job and how it was like coming from a college and then converting it to the professional and how was the full experience?
So yeah, about my experience, so there were around 5 to 6 rounds. First round was aptitude, where it consisted of software testing concepts, networking, basic communication skills, and the other general aptitude questions as well. So first round, it was a bit competitive and challenging because it was Entity Data is a mass recruiting company, as most of them know, and it was a pool campus over here in NTT. There were around 250 members from other colleges as well, from Rajiv Gandhi, from East West, or from some other XYZ colleges, Brindavan. They had attended the pool drive. And so soon after first round got over, right? In that 250, around 100 got rejected in the aptitude test only, and it was they monitored everything based on our time submission, the number of questions which were correct, and on so around 100 people were filtered over there. So, and in that 150 people, the next round was group discussion, where they had divided into 2 or 3 or 4 different groups, where we had got few topics that are related into technology and non-technical as well. So the technology topic which I had got was how do how can artificial intelligence replace human beings? So I stood out with all of the technical points, and there was another topic as well. It was a casual one. It was just love marriage versus arranged marriage, where they just wanted to get to know more about your another way of and I didn't speak much over there. I was supporting both because I don't like the marriage concept. So again, I stood out well over there, and I cleared my GD. And soon after that, entity data's role was into a network engineer role, and I was very bad at networking. Okay, and I didn't know the difference between TCP and UDP. And somehow
He
I
is lying.
cleared,
He is lying. He is lying.
and I somehow cleared my computer network subject, including lab. So everyone out there, they were like, okay, they're asking 7 layers of OSI model, something. I didn't know that as
Yeah.
well. I didn't know. I seriously don't know the full
Sachin's
form of
Patni-
OSI. What is the full form OSI? Or operating system interface?
Open system.
Open system.
We are not a network. We don't.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking that even I might get something related to networking. But when I entered the room, mine was completely technical, something related to software. I had done projects on RPA, AI, ML, and something related to big data as well. And I had done a technical seminar where it was related to blockchain. How can a farmer use an Uber tractor instead of the uh, JCB that cost the farmer to rent out the particular JCB for the entire day? Instead, they can use pay and use or something like that, just like cloud. So I had done a project technical seminar on that. So again, I stood out well over there. And finally, in the HR interview, so they asked me, "How do you rate yourself?" I was like, I always rated myself very less. Okay, so I just thought for a while, and this time, Srisha, no, you have to rate yourself.
That is one mistake
Yeah.
people do. That is
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
always rate yourself good.
Yes, because everywhere, if at all I go, I out of 10, I always give either 5 or 6. I never used to go above 7 or 8. But this time, no. My gut feeling told give 8. Not even 7, give 8. Not even 7.5. Are you sure? She asked. Again, she asked, are you sure? Okay, fine. She told. Again, so out of 250, around 40, I think, came to the final HR interview. And in that also, they filtered based on your rating skills and all, with all these multiple things. And one of my friend, he was very overconfident because he had already got a job offer from Wipro, thinking that he will clear because he was finally in the HR round, but he didn't get an offer from entity. I got an offer from. So somehow made a miracle. I feel, and it is really great. Studying engineering and not knowing anything in your final year, uh, in your 7th semester, and getting to know more about everything in your 8th semester, somehow grabbing all the knowledge and cracking the interview. It's really challenging, but I'm great that I could do that. And again, thanks to Vachan for he was the one who told me that okay, there is a drive happening here on this date. You better go and attend, because he had already got an offer from Entity Data.
Okay.
So mine was Entity Limited back then, and in 2022 October, merger happened, and Entity Limited and Entity Data got merged. He is into software services. I'm into network services.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm into software development in the network services sector.
Okay.
Yeah,
SaaS.
bit kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, SaaS, DaaS.
That's- So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
my okay, so my journey was pretty much hard. Everybody in the class almost had an offer. I was the same situation, but
You had already multiple offers.
no. I had
You had an internship.
that was all. That was not.
He's dating himself low.
No. Listen. He's speaking about way more. What after all placements were over, last one was there. That was his. Okay.
And frankly
So
speaking, I attended no.
only one. That was the last one.
That was my first.
If he had
one,
skipped
actually.
that, that's all.
Yeah, I had
Placement is
attended Tech
done.
Mahindra once. In the aptitude section, my God, the aptitude section was very difficult. And I was referring internet and all. And I asked my heart, am I truly cracking this interview? And I just shut down my laptop thinking that, okay, this doesn't work out. If at all I'm not able to clear aptitude, how can I clear my technical? This doesn't work out. So then I never attended interview. And then I think you have your placement officer, HR Anand.
Anand
So
sir.
yeah, Anand and Anand, I approached Anand. So what he told is I had a good CGPA. I think it's a decent CGPA, 7.33 I had. So he told you are having a good CGPA. Why haven't you even registered for placements? So
That is when
yeah,
I made him
yeah.
realize, bro,
Okay,
the
fine.
world outside
High
is
time,
cruel.
everybody are getting placed, and me being a CR, and my class teacher asked, her name is Roshni ma'am, so she asked everyone, so you are placed in which company, you are placed in, everybody stood up, XYZ company they told, and I being the CR, I was not placed in any of the company. So it pricked me. Okay, so this time I have to come up with a bang.
So yeah, the same way I was not that far. Placement season was still there, but it was coming to the climax. So still, I did not have an offer. First, first, I still remember. I still have a selfie of me, Sigan, Vishwas, and Kiran. Okay, we were all wearing formals. It was Delta X. The first company was Delta X for everyone. We come in. We were super confident. Hey, maga, ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಪಕ್ಕ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ went inside, came outside. Anand sir comes in. We're all waiting for the results. Anand sir says, ಒಬ್ಬಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ರೋ ಏನ್ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೋ ನಂದು. Then we go to the parking, take first failure in life. Let's take a selfie. I still have that. We all wearing white and black formals, and then we realized, okay, life is hard. Then again, some companies came. Capgemini came in. Capgemini came in. Then I don't know for what reason the name was in the result list. My name was there, but I did not get the offer. Then okay, I told okay, I thought okay fine check it. Then Wipro came, I did not get. PhonePe came, I did not get. Then TCS came, I did not get. Infosys came 2 times, I did not get. Then I thought okay, I think I'll not get placed. Then I was about to give up. Then I think no, I should not give up. I've come this far. I cannot give up now. Then I remember my seniors there also. So I remember them when they can do it. Why can't I do it? Then again, I got persistent systems. That was a breakthrough for me. Persistent systems. So many people registered, only 3 people got in. I was the one in the whole campus. It was me, Mahesh, and I don't remember the other guy's name.
Devi Shetty Sainath.
Devi Shetty Sainath. So yeah, so only we three got into the this thing. I had forgotten I had given the aptitude test for. I don't even remember if I had an aptitude. Out of the blue, there was an email that you have cleared this round and you have a technical interview. I was not even ready that day. I have a technical interview. I just thought, okay, let me give it a try. It was a 1.5 hour drill, literal 1.5 hour technical interview. They were asking everything from operating system, networking, data structures, whatnot, everything from first year to. So one suggestion to everyone: until and unless you get a date of joining from the next company, don't leave your current company. So then I got into NTT data. Then rest is history. Now I'm a digital technology journalist analyst at NTT data.
And just one more point to add on about suggesting juniors in the interview process. So if at all they're not knowing anything, right? So they have to pitch in something they know. So say for example, he asks something related to programming, and you are not knowing that particular part, how to address that, but some other different thing which can correlate, the concepts which can correlate, that can make a big difference in your interview. So basically, what is interview of your own personality?
Casual conversation, that's all. How we are having a conversation, it's a conversation, that's all. In that they understand what you know, how much you know, who you are, are you suiting to the job role, that's all. That is an
Interview of your personality, and again that person is also judging himself, right? He's also interviewing someone. He might think, okay, I might be asking some dumb questions, so it is his responsibility as well to make sure he asks proper valid questions. So you don't have to take things seriously, you just have to answer the things which he asks, or else you just answer whatever you know. Ball is in your hand, court is there, you just have to throw wherever you want.
aptitude also is a very important. We all lost it in the aptitude round. That is when I got rejected. Then somehow I could clear persistent and entity aptitude.
But I feel aptitude is luck. It's all about luck. I don't think, even though you try hard, but yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I did not tell you about my Deloitte interview. That was one
He has
disheartening.
given a lot of interviews that he's forgetting the company name. And I have barely given any interview, so that's why I'm very clear, straight, only one company, entity data, that's it.
Deloitte, okay, yeah, Deloitte aptitude round is over. I was happy. Deloitte, oh my god, I was overwhelmed. Such a good company. Then interview day, I sit there blank. The interview, I still remember the question. He asked me to write a logic in for anagram. I did not know what is an anagram at that point of time, and he tells me to write a Python program, having to given a string. You should say it is an anagram or not. Anagram. I don't remember what is an anagram, but I was totally blank, and in front of the interviewer, my tears were dropping like this. I got to know I'm gone. So that was one horrible experience which I had.
So now listening to these two people, I have never faced this kind of tensions when I was searching for a job. So what happened? My first company was a startup called Onet Systems. I was a Android developer there. The thing is, I was already very interested and passionate about Android development from my fourth semester, I think. So what happened? There was this friend of mine called Pragna. She is in Australia now doing her masters. So what happened during COVID? We had a friendly competition, like who wishes good morning to who first. Sometimes I used to wish. Sometimes she used to wish. Then we thought that okay, we are losing count of the points. We had a bet. So then we're like, what is the best solution to keep points? Maybe we didn't want to write because we are doing engineering. So obviously we didn't want book and the pen. So I thought, okay, I'll make an app. But how to make an app? Fourth them, I don't know anything about making an app. So that's when I started developing with Android. I It was not in our course that time still, but then I started seeing YouTube, and YouTube is a wonderful resource to learn any skill. I mean, the
He
users
develops a
should.
very good apps. I've seen his apps.
Thank you. I mean, Vachan's endorsement means I am already on cloud nine.
Both Android and
iOS. So what happened? So that is when I started my introduction, and that is how I started with Android development. The app was a great success, but there was one issue. Every time I cleared the app, the data used to go, and I didn't know how to save the data. Again, I had to learn how to do that. And during that process, I learned about Android, the Android software itself, not the development, how it,
Architecture.
the architecture exactly. So that was how. So that one app, to be very honest, is where I am right now. And if I have to learn any new technology, for example, after Android, I started with the Flutter. So if I the first Flutter app I make was the counter app again. I mean, that was where I started everything. So I want to start even this with the same kind of app. So that is how it happened. And then one of my friend was working at a startup. Then he told me that there is a vacancy for Android developer in their company. So then, I mean, right now I was fully overconfident. I am expert in Android was my mentality. Then the reality check was when I went to the interview. They asked me so many things which I've never heard of. The developer who took my interview, I worked under. He was my manager that time. He had about 12 years of experience in Android development. So then after the interview, I'm like, I should get down off my high horse. I'm in seventh semester still. I have to learn a lot.
Less is always
Le- yeah, like that. Then what happened? So Srisha, Vachana and Srisha, they are 1 year older to me. So in their sixth semester, they had a uh, Android lab. There is no theory, only lab. So then they had about 7 programs, which should be done in Android purely. So I was like, okay, I have sufficient knowledge right now. So why not try with the 7 lab programs? I was 1 year younger, but still it was COVID time, so we had a lot of time to kill. So that's how I started with creating those apps for their batch, and that was a very big hit. It's still in my GitHub right now.
JavaScript.
Android ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ.
Oh, okay.
The Java, and even 2 years later, till the 21 scheme, during the sixth semester, which is about the second half of the year, that repository gets about 10 to 12K views and a lot of clones. Till the Android was there, the same programs. So to be very honest, that is how I started my career with Android, and then I didn't face these many hurdles in my interview. 2 3 rounds, nothing.
Hey, you are skilled, man. We were.
2 hours. So yeah, that's what skill also matters.
Yeah.
The juniors are, I mean, of course, they after engineering, everyone has to look for a job. So I would suggest them to be skilled in a very niche technology, or a technology which is to be used by many others. That way.
And also having a cool mindset like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And not.
I mean, to be
get
honest, I don't know why. Srisha
anxiety.
was in touch with me for
very easily.
Yeah, Srisha was in touch with me with his interview process, and he was like actually very worried. Oh, that happened. This happened. For watching this happen.
No, I was like wondering. I cleared this interview. The next interview I got cleared. The next interview I used to call my sister, and she's like, "Cleared, cleared."
Same thing happened to me with entity data. I was like, cleared. All these days it was rejected. Cleared suddenly.
Technical interview cleared. How did you clear? HR. Oh my god.
So what happened with me was, then I had the interview in the morning, at 10 o'clock, I think 10 or 10:30. I told my mom in the morning at 8 when she was leaving for office that I have a small interview at a startup. Then I was like, okay, all the best. Because she didn't think that much, because my passion lies somewhere else. This was kind of like a backup plan. Then I called her in the afternoon. I'm like, interview pass, I can join next week. She's like, what? What interview? Tell the company name again. Is it good? Is it legit? I said, no, everything is proper. My friend is there. He works in the company. He only gave me a referral. Are you sure? Where is it? Yeah. Okay. You want me to go and check it where it is? No, I'll go when I have to join. No. So that is how totally opposite scenario between me and them.
What were the exposures that Atria gave? Like there's society, there's clubs, and all the things. How
Music club was successfully because of again my seniors.
I was involved in a lot of technical clubs. So the Abhilash sirs, I actually
that
forgot.
right.
I forgot the name of the club, what it was, but we were about 5 people, 4 people from my class, and then another from IC one. So code club. I
Google
forgot the
code
name.
something was there.
Google
CIA was there. Yeah, CIA was there.
CIA was there.
CIA was founded
Community
by
there,
John and
Yes,
all these
yes,
team members. So yeah, actually we did not do anything there. We just
Yeah,
went
but
there.
then
and
they
came.
had, after college hours, they had a session where Surya or John, they used to talk about the technologies to the juniors. So that was a really amazing initiative. They stayed after college hours just so that we could listen. Sometimes I used to go there alone, and still they used to impart knowledge very nice. So I really appreciate them for that.
Yeah, that's what again I told seniors.
Seniors,
Full
exactly,
seniors.
correct.
share your core memories, like fun or some embarrassing?
I have a lot of core memories. Lot of core memories.
Yeah. One memory I want to share is a holy event. Okay. Holy event.
Yeah, correct. I'll banyan
Not by the college.
I will search for the pic. Here one tree is there, okay. So my batchmates, everyone are like full mass guys, okay. So one boy, his name is Badri. Okay, he's very naughty.
Badre.
Badrinath.
Ah.
Okay. Badrinath, Tarun, Shashi, Prajwal, Prasanna, Devraj, and who else?
The names are carrying the
Yeah. So we were the backbenchers, last two bench boys, Kannada speaking boys.
ಓ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರೆ.
But you first bencher.
Yeah,
Hey.
nerd ones. We were typical backbenchers. And that person came, tore one another, each other's shirt.
Hmm.
And
Threw it on the tree.
entire tree was completely filled with
Banyan shirts.
banyan shirts. And I was scared.
Police
and we
came in.
both went to the fourth floor hiding. And we were so scared to even get out. And what happened is, back then, Narayan Swami sir was
Yeah.
principal. So he called the police. Police
came in. Yeah.
And the lathi charge happened. The police went inside the boys' hostel room. Every single room they knocked, hit them like anything. And somehow we were just in the fourth floor looking at everyone got hit by the police. Somehow we both got escaped, and full crowd was there.
I left
It was
college.
very difficult to even just go out of this gate. And we were the only fortunate ones
Who weren't colored that
who,
day.
who
ನನ್ಗೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ,
one drop.
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Yeah, that was my crazy moment.
And after actually we decided that from next year every Holi we're going to come in car.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
No bikes. No bikes.
No.
So many
all of
good
that day.
memories for me, like from first year till final year. First year, the lunch period was like again, I still miss that
What was
lunch.
so special?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅವರು ಸೇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್
How
ಲಂಚ್
was
ದೇರ್.
your first year actually? So was it a combination of all the branches in one single classroom? Is it? Okay, the same. Actually, it started from our.
But the thing is that this time it wasn't like, till the end of the engineering, you'll have the same kind of.
Tell one core memory, okay?
Oh,
I know
okay,
it's
sorry.
going overboard, but I'll tell one very special core memory. One core memory is again in V2 Fest with all these people.
Start. All the best.
Tejas was there. Tejas was there. My junior was there that time. Bharat was there. My junior's name was Bharat. And Shastri. His name is Shashank Shastri. We used to call him Shastri. So Shastri was there. Shastri, me, Bharat Anna, and this junior Bharat were in one room. We went to SDM Dharwad. So it was a very strict college, and we went there. One room, we are all there, and the other hostel block, all our other seniors were there. And suddenly, one guy is completely drunk. He took out his guitar. The hostel was like in between there was space. Around it there was rooms. So in between, he took his electronic guitar, started playing it. Everyone got so much energy. One guy brings out drum, one guy brings out some other folk instrument, one guy brings out the other instrument. They started a rock band there only. All the boys started shouting. Then the security came in with this big stick and started hitting everyone. Then everybody got inside. So it was a crazy moment. That's all.
My core memory would be hosting districts and Cicada mainly, because we started it, and then the first time we started it, we didn't know how to do it because it was my first time hosting an event of this caliber and this sort. So the journey which we went through with my friends, it was actually a very nice group effort which we put there. So going to other colleges and then calling people for funding. See, since it was the first time, our college didn't support it that much. I mean, we understand from the college perspective, but then we actually raised close to a lakh, I think. People, and then I remember this Atria Access Bank fellow. We went to him for sponsorship. They sent me for sponsorship. His name is some Venu Gopal or Venu. I still remember his name because he used to trouble us so much. Monday morning, I call him, sir, he's from Atria sponsorship. Atria, na, little busy meeting is there now. Afternoon call. 2 o'clock I call him. Oh, neevena matte. I'm having lunch now. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock I call. I'm leaving right now. Sorry, tomorrow. That happened for about a month. The same thing. Then looking at our effort, he gave about 15 or 20,000, I think, from Axis Bank. So the first time the challenges we faced were really
Cold calls.
good. Yeah, cold
Cold
calls.
calls.
Yeah. But I didn't let him go.
Can you also tell them about distributing pizzas in the hackathon?
Oh yeah. And then during the hackathon, so we had a plan to host technical events and a 24-hour hackathon. For the hackathon, I mean, people didn't come. They didn't register obviously that time. So then we told them that we are going to give them pizzas at midnight. So when we said that, everyone we had the entire this floor, top floor, and then about 6 classes in total, full of people, full of junction boxes, full of laptops, because of pizza.
Pizza. How many pizzas did you order?
A lot, I think.
Maybe
400,
more.
500.
Yeah.
500.
500. Yeah.
Amit, like, if you would describe your engineering, like, from first year till fourth year till the final year, what would it be? The single word. Each of you.
Single word or a phrase?
Single word.
Single word.
Adventure.
Adventure.
ನೀನ್ ಫಿನಾಮಿನಲ್ ಅನ್ನು
ನಾವು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ, ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಹೇಳಿತ್ತು.
ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹರುಷ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರುಷ ತಂದ 100 ಹರುಷ, ಅದೇನೋ ಇದೆ.
I got it.
That's what I would say about my engineering.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Typical backbencher dialogue.
From bunking classes to become CR, roller coaster.
Exactly. And become a responsible software developer, becoming a corporate slave somehow.
Yeah, it is ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರುಷ ತಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹರುಷ ಚಿರವಾಗಿ ಉಳಿಯಲಿ.
Yes, correct.
Let it stay for a long time.
Correct. So thank you guys. Thank you for having us. Coming to Ether Podcast Club. So hope you stay connected. And yeah, thank you for coming.
Really,
Thank you for bearing us, having us,
I mean,
listening
the
to
most
us.
important thing of this podcast is it's about 1:40 a.m. right now. So just
And you should be grateful
appreciate
to
the
us.
podcast club really, because
Yeah.
they're really passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anup, Ikra, Gaurav, and Adish. So you guys and all are doing a really great job. So you deserve a lot of respect.
Yeah.
From us.